Alright. That's some pretty good voice acting, I actually think. And wow. Wish feature has been unlocked. Acquaint fate. Press F3 to make a wish. Okay. So it looks like I unlocked the 3 quests, if I remember forgetting. Lisa, Kea, and... Lisa, Kea, I already have Amber. But I still have to do the Amber quest, if I remember correctly.
Let's all do our...
And one thing I noticed is actually in this room, it used to have a lot of particles, and it would actually destroy, like, my frame rate.
Heading out?
And it seems to be much better now. I'm glad that they kind of removed all the particles and lowered it by a lot. There seems to be some books in here I can grab too. Alright. That is nice that they spread it out though, instead of having it all in the library. Alright, I'm having a hard time grabbing this one. This book. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a wish menu, so after I press F3, it opens this up. So it looks like a new character, Noelle. Then the standard, I think it's Wanderlust Invocation, standard wish. Looks like I get Jean or Diluc. Oh. Oops, I just missed something. I was kind of impatient because it took forever to load. Right, so this seems to be what I can get from the standard wish. I see a lot of different characters, weapons, and stuff. So it's kind of like a catch-all pool for Gacha, looks like. Alright, so I got 1 roll. And here I don't have anything, but it says 50% off. So I'll just do that 1 roll and see what I get. Alright, that's a very long animation. I hope I can skip it later on. Because if I have to have more rolls later on, it's just going to be a pain to watch that every single time. They probably allow me to. Alright, so 1600 Primo gems to actually do 10 roll. So if you remember when I got from Adventure Rank 5, it gave me 200, which is probably a little bit more than 1 roll, which is crap actually. Because I only got 1 3-star weapon. It seems to be a sword type. And it looks like I have 1 more artifact that can fill up the spot. Let me just do that quickly. See if I can equip that new sword. Looks like I can't equip it. Must not be compatible.
Upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
See if I can actually see it in the history. Nothing shows up, so I guess the history is not keeping track of what items I get from the gacha. Alright, so Feverious Shadow, Claymore. Gives you base attack. Oh, sorry, base attack and also base HP, which is kind of useless. It's better to have more of a damage stat, but also it's only for 50% HP. Increases charge damage. Okay. That sounds like a pain to maintain 50% HP just to have like some sort of increase in damage. So when HP falls below 50%, increase charge damage by 35%, and charge attack becomes much harder to interrupt. Oh, and the library looks like there's a bunch of books again. So I'm gonna collect all these. I'll probably skip forward through. Unless they added more stuff to the library. Because it's just going to take me a while to collect all these books. Alright, I think I got all the books, so I'm gonna head out now. Alright, it wants me to enhance my weapon, which I'm not gonna waste anything on it. That's a waste. Because I only have a crappy 2-star weapon right now. Oh, looks like I have a side quest. Sharpening the axe won't hinder the work. Okay. Then I got the main quest, which are Archon quests. So I'll probably do the Amber one first, and let me see what this Sharpening Axe quest is about. Looks like it is probably the Blacksmith, actually. Judging by where the exclamation point was on the map. Yep, definitely the Blacksmith.
Hard work is all there is to the craft.
All you need is ore. Yep, so iron chunks. Oh, now I regret using it to craft that enhancement ore. Because I could have just given it to him right here. Without having to go mine it quickly. Well, looks like I get another roll for Gacha. Let's see what I get. Oh, sweet, I can skip it. Okay. Ebony bow. Ebony bow. So that should go on Amber for sure. So 160 for one roll. You can see. Didn't get anything for unlocking Barbara or any of the Stella Fortuna. Oh, but I can see that I can get some of these items down here. They're probably material for enhancing stuff. Alright, so I got some ways to go. And I don't think I actually checked how far you can actually go in Adventure Rank. Adventure Rank 60 is the max. Okay, that is a long way to go. I think I ended closed beta test 1 somewhere in the 20 range. I don't remember what it was, like probably 21, 22, I don't remember off the top of my head. So that took me, what, 5 days? And I know it's going to get a lot harder each adventure rank. So yeah, getting to 60, I don't know if it's even possible in this test. But I'll try my best. I know for sure that I really want to try out all of the higher content that they have here, which I don't know what they have so far because there seems to be quite a lot of new things here, especially that completely new region. So collect 3 iron chunks and give them to Wagner. So let's see here. I think I am gonna grab them quickly, and then I'll probably either, do one of those main quest lines, probably Amber's, because I think it was that dungeon nearby here, which I believe is definitely Amber's. There's 1, there's 2, and 3. Grab one more for good measure. 4. Yeah, maybe one more. Bam! Alright. Oh, give me 2 extra. Alright, that should be good. Yep, let's see what it is. I'm pretty sure it's amber. We'll see in a second.
This is it. One of the diseased there's a chance. Even Storm Terror has given up on its own temple. Yes, I also find it hard to accept. Huh? Wait! Did you just feel that? The wind here. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area.
So in this dungeon, you get to actually see more of Amber's skills described here, because I remember they kind of like would pause it and give you like tutorials here. I'm not sure why they didn't give that like when we get Amber first time as much, but that's fine. We get to learn how to use her better.
You can use that console to open the door. What? How does that work? Wow, I can see so far into the temple.
Alright, got those dendro vines. Pyro arrows, ignite combustible objects.
I'll race you there.
Alright, grab this chest before I forget it. Alright. Have I not fought this guy yet? I guess not. Okay. That's fine.
Oh no! A horn! The fighting must have got them riled up. Well, good thing I prepared my secret weapon. Explosive puppet buried bunny. Yeah! No one escapes my sights.
Man, I just love Amber's utility. And it makes it really hard to switch her out for any other pyro character because just how useful her range is. And Baron Bunny actually draws aggro for enemies. And those shield guys, especially the big ones, the big Helix the big ones that have like giant axe, without like Amber, it just takes forever to break their shield.
Are those explosive barrels over there? Well, one shot should be able to blow them up.
And oh yeah, definitely Anemo. Actually, it works really well with Pyro. So I'll probably keep Amber in the party for a long time until I have a really good replacement. I don't know about the other characters, I haven't used them yet. So if I have a good replacement, I'll swap her out, but I don't think it's going to be for a while unless you have another range user at minimum. Decrease all party members' gliding stamina by 20%. That's always useful, especially when you're gliding to that really far secret island. That's like way past the East Coast in Mondstadt, so I'll probably go back there to see if anything's changed, but that probably won't be for a while, because I want to get through these quests as fast as possible. I really want to get to Liu Harbor, because that new region seems very massive, and I know there's going to be a lot to see there that's new.
Giant's breath. Is that where the power's coming from? Great, let's smash it.
Wow, that
I'm
was really
tired.
short.
But at least this way we've helped Jean out. In the past, we were at least able to defend the city and keep it safe. This, of course, is mostly thanks to Jean. But now with Storm Terror directly attacking the city itself, the winds change. So too should our tactics.
Sounds deep.
It's what Lisa likes to say. Speaking of which, the 4 winds we were discussing earlier, if you want to learn more about our history, you can ask Lisa. I'm not saying I don't know our history, it's just... I mean, a librarian is supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider, right?
It's okay, Amber, we still like you. Even if you're not the smartest. Alright, so this is actually a good spot to stop, but I really want to tack on an extra bonus. So this was recorded from the last day, and actually the last hour of closed beta test number 2. And here I got unlocked a lot more of her character story, and you can hear some of the her voice actor talking about her background.
You want to know about Noelle? She's incredibly resilient. Still, as our predecessor, we should do what we can to help her out. Klee? She can be a bit cheeky sometimes, but everyone in the Knights of Favonius likes her. Although, I really ought to keep a closer eye on her if I want to keep her from getting put in confinement by Jean again. Bennett. I feel like I've heard that name before. Oh, yes! He's that hot-blooded guy from the Adventurers Guild, right. I tend to come across him way out in the wilds from time to time. He seems to really love treasure hunting. Albedo spends most of his time in his workshop, tinkering away with all of his awesome stuff. But when you see him in person, you can never quite tell what he's thinking. Not a clue at all. There's something weird looking about the dandelions in the garden.
That really gives a lot of background on some other characters and things that help like fill in the blanks between like character backgrounds and stuff like that. And so here also the profile gives you more information on her. So like right here you can see more about her background. So from a young age, Amber has always had boundless energy and a positive outlook on life. Each day she burns with a fiery enthusiasm that sees her go about her life like a whirlwind, smashing through any obstacle that stands in her way. At times, however, her excessive energy can make her quite the troublemaker. Needless to say, she was quite a handful when she was young. Her infamous deeds include accidentally dropping a bird's nest on her grandpa's head while trying to steal the eggs from it, and setting a dental slime leaves on fire, causing it to scurry about like a wild animal. These minor offenses gained her some notoriety among hunters' camps. Somehow, she was always able to escape the scene of crime whenever she caused an incident, and not even a veteran outrider could catch up with her. Her grandpa, who ended up with the damage control duty each time, his granddaughter's misbehavior caused yet another incident. To Amber, her grandfather's silent and conditional love was like a warm breeze that wrapped around her like a blanket. She knew it was because of this love that he had accepted her and took responsibility for her deeds, and she embraced it silently. And I'm just gonna let you guys kind of read all this by yourselves, because you probably read a lot faster than I can actually talk. So here you go. Alright. So that gave really good background on how she is the way she is nowadays. And unfortunately, I was unable to unlock the last story, which is at friendship level 6. But that's all I can... It's the best I could do, because there's so many characters and you can only get so much friendship in the amount of time that we have, which was a little bit under a month in this closed beta test number 2. Alright, so now I kind of want to go into her talents, or her skills, basically. So you can kind of see, this is Explosive Puppet, which is her Baron Bunny. Then you got her ultimate, Fiery Rain. And this is the Pyro damage increase she adds to the team. And then you got your buff for basically your ultimate for AoE range and crit rate. And then of course you got Precise Shot, which is aim shots basically once you hit those on the weak spots. It's basically your base attack is increased first. You basically get a buff. And of course, if you didn't know, they don't say anywhere in here, but basically if you hit a weak point on an enemy, it's an automatic crit. Alright, now let's go into Constellations. So one thing I noticed is the second arrow under your aim shot, basically it's weakened a lot. It's only 20% strength now. And then this cool thing is actually if you hit the bunny's like foot, it causes it to explode. That seems pretty tough to do. I actually never had the chance to unlock it because you have to get a Amber duplicate in Gacha, which is really hard to roll. I only got Amber once, and that was like on the last day of closed beta. And then, so if I can't even get to that, I can't even get to any of these ones out here, so it's kind of a pain. So you would probably want to get to the 4th level for the Constellation, just to have the 2 Amber dolls. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!